Hey there, it's me, Kelley Rosano here, and I wanted to let you know that my free workshop series, No Credit Card Needed, is about to launch January 30th. If you want to build a business you love and make great money too, or double the biz you have, upgrade your money mindset, clear your money blocks, radically transform your relationship with money, and so much more, then sign up in the Show More section below. Click on the audaciousabundance.com link, and when you sign up, you'll receive your Wealthy Biz Goddess Action Guide. And there's an awesome 12-month prosperity roadmap exercise that can help you build a business plan and manifest the prosperity you want over the next year. You're going to love this, and I know in my heart that this workshop series is going to help a lot of people. So join me, and I'll see you on the inside. Hi Virgo, welcome to February 2019. Now, February is where you have your full moon. You get one new moon a year and one full moon a year. And I love your full moon. It's fantastic. And that will happen on the 19th. But first, a message from our broadcast. No. You have Groundhog's Day on February 2nd, which in the Northern Hemisphere is quite a big deal for us because that means spring is 6 weeks away. Yay! And then Venus enters your sister sign, Capricorn, on February 3rd. Bringing the action to love, romance, creative self-expression. And then you have the fabulous Aquarius new moon on the 4th. I really like the moons this month. The Aquarius new moon has the sun and the moon coupled together with Mercury, and they are being sextile by Jupiter in Sagittarius. This is good news because this is all about opportunity and Jupiter blessing you. There could be new solutions in the area of work, health, lifestyle, and it's awesome. Both of these moons, your full moon on the 19th and the Aquarius new moon on the 4th, are action moons. This is a month to take action. The universe is saying go for it. That's because the first retrograde will start next month with your avatar Mercury going retrograde on March 6th. Nothing is retrograde in February. In fact, planets are changing signs. The new moon and the full moon are very active. So this is a very propelling energy. The key for all of us is to be flexible. And absolutely for you too, is be flexible and be able to adapt to changing circumstances quickly, and you will see the victory in your life and the profitability. Don't you love that word? Profitability. Now, new moons are new beginnings. It is the time to set your intention for what you want to create in the next 30-day cycle or the next year. And I talked about in January how the first 4 months of 2019 and the entire year of 2019, you're setting the foundation for what you want to create in the next 20-year cycle. And that has to do with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. They are conjunct at the Aquarius new moon. They are separated by 6 degrees at the Aquarius new moon. When you get to the Virgo full moon, they're separated by 5 degrees. Venus is in between them at the Virgo full moon. She's in Capricorn, pulling them closer together, accentuating their concerns. She's like the messenger. And Saturn is telling her what he wants. Then Pluto's going to tell her what he wants. And there is this karmic energy with all of this because Saturn rules karma. Saturn is the lord of karma. Saturn is the one that doles out our karma in our natal birth chart and by transit. And that is where the planets are right now aspecting your natal chart. With Pluto, Pluto destroys and rebuilds. Pluto breaks things down so that we can rebuild anew, build a new structure, build a new foundation. And so things are very karmic right now. And the key is to be moving forward in this new life, in this new path, in this new direction. If we are not listening, then we're going to get the cosmic whack to wake us up and say, okay, I'm supposed to change how I manage anger. I'm supposed to change my overattachment or control issues. So whatever's coming up, and for you, it has to do with self-confidence, creative self-expression, being outgoing, believing in yourself, knowing yourself, true love, romance, children, sports, having a healthy ego. All of these are the areas that Pluto and Saturn are breaking down and rebuilding, restructuring for you, cleaning out what no longer serves you so that you're building that new path. You're building that new foundation for the next 20-year cycle. So both of these moons are action. Take action. This is a call to action. Another sign that it's a call to action is Mars is in Aries, and he's coupled with Uranus at the end of Aries. He's getting ready to go into your sister sign, Taurus, March 6th, which is going to be awesome because that is going to open doors for you like crazy. It is going to be a new beginning. It's going to bring you new opportunities, and it's going to be a much easier energy for you to work with than Uranus and Aries. But if you think back of what Uranus has taught you about being self-sufficient, believing in yourself, being strong and independent, protecting your freedom, reinventing yourself, which started May 2010 and now is leaving here in 2019 to permanently go into Taurus, you can think about all of the growth that you've done over these past 7-8 years with Uranus and Aries. But now that he's moving into Taurus, he's going to be in positive energy flow with any planets you have in Virgo, your Sun, Mercury, Moon, and so on, your rising sign. And that's fantastic. And some of you have already tasted that if you have planets right at the beginning of Virgo. For those of you born August 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th of August, you've already experienced some of that newness and opportunity, breath of fresh air that Uranus can bring, excitement and passion into your life, which is great. And so it is a call to action. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and he's sitting with Mars, both in Aries. And that is about the power of the individual, the power of what you can do when you believe in yourself, when you trust yourself, when you know yourself, and what works for you and what doesn't, and what is right for you and what no longer serves you and needs to go. And I'm thinking of that old song, let it go. Don't hold me back anymore. And so let it go so that you can breathe fresh air into the new life that's being born here for you. And it's amazing. Now, we also have the Lunar New Year on February 5th, the Year of the Pig in Chinese astrology. I don't know anything about it, except that I'm a dog in Chinese astrology. And it's very easy for you to find out. All you have to do is Google the Year of the Pig, and up will come a million websites that will tell you all about what it means for you. And you just put in the day and month, the month and the year you were born, and it'll tell you what animal you are in Chinese astrology. And it's fun and interesting. Now, Mars and Uranus are going to exactly couple together on the 12th. So there's some powerful energy in here. And that's where you want to be flexible, because circumstances can change very quickly, and you want to be able to move with the change. It's not good to be dug in for any of us this month, to be stubborn. And we've seen some of that. We see it going on in the world with that Jupiter-Neptune square that went exact in January 13th. It'll go exact June 16th, and then it'll go exact September 21st. So we don't want to be stubborn, and we don't want to be overly optimistic, especially with Jupiter in here at the Aquarius new moon. We're going to be riding high, very optimistic and hopeful and joyful, and Jupiter will be blessing you. But there can also be, irrational exuberance or wishful thinking that is not practical. And that's where Saturn and Pluto come in and saying, hey, You need to be grounded. You need to be practical in this energy. Don't get too high, don't get too low. It's best to stay in the middle. And I know that can be hard sometimes when good things are really happening and you're really excited. It's like, whoa, good things are happening. You know, you just like shoot right out of your body and just be so elated, and then whack, something happens and you're brought crashing down to earth. Or you could go too low. You know, you can get down too much about what's going on. And just stay in the middle. You know, is not too happy, not too sad. In the middle. And then you're riding it. Now, your avatar, Mercury, enters Pisces February 10th. He is going to be in this area of your life for 9 weeks. That is the area of relationships. So, you've got relationships here going on big time. And for some of you, it can be, you know, resolving an issue in a relationship. It can be someone from your past coming back. It can be where you want to be careful and not into this wishful thinking about someone, where if I just hope that they will change, that they do, or if I do all the work in the relationship, then they'll see how valuable I am. Don't do that either. You really want your relationship to be receiving and giving. And maybe even them doing a little more for you would be nice. So you don't want to jump over and do all the work in the relationship and then be mad at yourself later because you're not receiving and you did all the work. So be aware of what is going to be gone over here with Mercury and Pisces there for 9 weeks. I think it's till April 17th, but it's in there for quite some time because he's retrograding next month. So he's camped out there in the area of partnership and relationships. So communication is going to be challenged, especially February 10th on, because Mercury, like you, is very practical. It deals with the conscious reality. It deals with, you know, the here and now and the details and the practicality of things. Well, in Pisces, you can throw all that out the window because with Pisces, it's about feelings. It's about dreaming. It's about visualizing. It's about, well, what if? If, you know, where can this take us? What dreams may come? And that has nothing to do with the rational mind. So you might be thinking like a Pisces over the next 9 weeks. And Mercury's going to be squared by Jupiter when you get to the Virgo full moon. And Mercury is the ruler of the Virgo full moon because Mercury rules Virgo. And it's being squared by Jupiter. And that is don't chase fantasy. So Virgo, be careful who you love. Be careful, you know, who you're chasing after or where your heart is going. Yes, the heart wants what it wants, but that doesn't mean we have to give it what it wants, especially if love ain't loving us. You know, if love is loving you, great. But if love ain't loving you, what are you doing there? And that's where you got to be, the consequences will come in, and the Saturn-Pluto will go whack. That's not the romantic relationship we want you in. What are you thinking? Be grounded, be practical. And that's the message. You know, Venus is moving along here. And, you know, in January she was with Jupiter and Neptune and got an earful from them. Now she's over there with Saturn and Pluto and getting an earful from them. And, you know, the Jupiter, Neptune was, oh yeah, let's be footloose and fancy free and let's just make love and be free. And now she's over there with Saturn and Pluto and they're going, what? Are you wasting your time on people that aren't worthy of you? Are you being delusional? Are you chasing some fantasy relationship? Well, we're going to just wake you up out of that one. Love Saturn, love Pluto. So be aware of that. That is a pretty big theme in here. Now, Mars enters Taurus on the 14th, and that's really good because Taurus is your sister sign, and it's practical, and it can be new travel on the horizon for you, which would be awesome. So line up some trips for yourself, whether it's short distance, long distance. Maybe is it time to take a new class, study something new, go on an adventure, feed your soul. You definitely want to do it. Chiron enters Aries February 18th, and will be in Aries until 2027. And this is, a very significant move. It's more subtle in your chart. It will have more of a dramatic effect when he enters Taurus in 2027, 2028. Now, the Sun enters Pisces on the 18th. That brings the focus to relationships again. And you have the Virgo full moon on the 19th. I love this full moon. Mars is trining the moon and sextile the Sun, and so is Uranus. Even though Uranus is out of sign, it's right at the end, that 29-degree, 25-minute critical degree of Aries. It is in harmony with your moon, and it is sextile the Sun, which is a call to urgency here. Both of these moons are about a call to action, a sense of urgency, new beginnings, finishing things up, getting on with things, using your resources wisely, standing up for yourself, because that's what Aries is. Aries is the power of the individual. And it is a positive energy flow with your Virgo full moon. And that is empowering you. This Mars trining you in your full moon is all about empowering you to be bold, go after what you want, go after new horizons. And you're going to get some interesting proposals here over these next couple of months. And it could be from old friends, it could be from relatives, but I'm seeing interesting proposals coming in here for you. Marriage proposals, business proposals, creative project proposals. There's proposals here, and you have to decide, is this a good choice for me? Or am I wishing this person to be the woman I need her to be or the man I need her to be, rather than seeing them for who they really are? And that's what Venus is saying to you, because Saturn's given her an earful, and so is Pluto here in February. And particularly at your full moon, she is sandwiched between them, and they're even closer together now. Now they're only 5 degrees apart. And Venus is right there exactly with Pluto and Saturn. And they're saying, be practical in your romantic and the affairs of the heart. Guard the heart. Don't be wishful thinking. Your ruler is being challenged by Jupiter. Don't chase after fantasy. Be decisive in your action. Don't be indecisive. Don't do the yes, no. The two fish swimming in opposite direction. Ask a Pisces, what do they want? Do you want to go to the movies? Yes, no. Would you like to have dinner? Yes, no. Or maybe a lot of maybes, and so you might find yourself acting like a Pisces during this time, getting caught up in, affairs of the heart where, oh gosh, she's pursuing me, he's pursuing me, and it feels so good. Is it real? Is it real? That's the question. Time will tell. Time will show you if it's something worth your time, energy, heart, and resources, or if you're chasing a fantasy. So Saturn is saying, use your resources wisely. Guard your heart. Protect yourself. And make sure that your boundaries, you're sticking to your boundaries. Because boundaries can go out the window with you here in February, Virgo. Absolutely. And people could just be running over your boundaries. You're not setting firm enough boundaries with people. Maybe you're too available. And then the communication is challenged. They're misunderstanding you. They take it one way, and they're not really seeing what you want or need. It's all about what they want and need. And you just want to be aware of that, because you have so many good things happening here with you at your full moon and this month. And, that Aquarius new moon is absolutely fantastic for new solutions to your work, to your health, to your lifestyle. And then your full moon is phenomenal with this Uranus and Mars and positive energy flow with you. It's so harmonious, and you want to use it to focus on what you can get done and not be distracted by these interesting proposals that are being offered to you. And if you do start a new project, your creative muscles are really being activated here. And it could bring tremendous reward for you too, that you get into some project or you're working on some project and you're like, wow, I am just enjoying this so much. I like where it's going. I'm really creative. I like where it's taking me. And doors are opening with it for you. It's bringing the victory. It's bringing profit. And that is really good. So for those of you open for love, it's on. Oh my goodness, it's on for you. Huge, big time. Be careful though, because you want to make sure that they are who they're presenting themselves to be, and it's not a fantasy taking over, or they're not fooling you in some way by hiding who they really are and what they're really about. So be practical, no hurry, take your time. But definitely stay open because, you know, it's an area of growth for you, and it could be someone really good and wonderful that you enjoy being with. For those of you coupled, you want to make sure that the communication is going well between you, that you really understand each other, and that you are on the same page. It could be very easily misunderstood here with this Mercury and Pisces, that your partner is thinking something and you're thinking something different, but you both think you're on the same page, but come to find out you're not. So you want to make sure you're feeding back to your partner, hey, is this what you meant? Or is this what, you know, we're going to do here? And then that way you can clear up any misunderstandings that could come up with this Mercury going retrograde next month, but already in Pisces this month. Career is really good and getting better, and work is good too. So work is improving. You've got new solutions going on there. You have new proposals coming in. You have a lot of energy to get things done, especially when Mars gets into Taurus and harmonizes with your full moon. You are ready to go. And this is an action month. This isn't a wait and see month. This is an action month. This is the month to start something new, begin something new, take action, be decisive, be practical, be grounded, all your favorite words. And and you'll be victorious, absolutely, in your career, in your personal life, in your life path destiny. Spiritually, take that time to listen. Take that time to meditate. I find the answers come. All I have to do is get quiet and be quiet. And when I'm quiet, the answers come. And that's the key. And you know, doing any kind of travel is good for you too, like spiritually, emotionally, physically. It's very good for you. This is a time for new horizons. And there's new horizons being born here for you. There's new opportunities, new horizons, new beginnings. And it's exciting, and it's fun, and it's awesome for you to look forward to. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing my videos. Virgo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. So until next month, Virgo, this is a time for new horizons. You're going to have interesting proposals. Could even be a marriage proposal for some of you. It's a dynamic time. The message is to be practical, flexible, adaptable, grounded, and take action.